The resignation of the Benue State House of Assembly Speaker, Dajoh, has prompted a lot of debates amongst Nigerians, and we saw his resignation later on August 24th, 2025, which was made available to all news channels, where he officially tendered his resignation as the Speaker of the Benue State House of Assembly. According to him, it was done in good faith and in the best interest of the state. He also appreciated his colleagues and the governor. Following his resignation, the Benue State Assembly, in an emergency plenary session, then elected Alfred Bega, representing Makurdi North, setting aside his suspension along with three other lawmakers on Friday. And the session, which was presided over by the Deputy Speaker, Lami Ogeyi, first set aside its operating rules to allow them to carry on with the business of replacing the Speaker. Bega, who was just returning from suspension and backed by the governor, Hyacinth Alia, had pledged to work with Dajoh and the lawmakers to pursue development agenda of the state. The Benue State House of Assembly had last Friday suspended the lawmaker representing Makurdi North, Alfred Bega, and his Kin State constituency counterpart, Tana Shimawa, and Cyril Akong of Obi State constituency, and James Omoru, representing Api State constituency, for 6 months. This, according to the House, followed an attempt to impeach the Speaker, Dajoh, the previous night. The majority leader, Tussle, in a motion of urgent importance, moved for the suspension of the four lawmakers for attempting to unsettle the State Assembly with what he said was a needless crisis. And following the motion, the Speaker directed the sergeant-at-arms to lead the suspended lawmakers out of the chamber. Dajoh also appointed Adu Elias as the new spokesperson of the House, following the suspension of Bega, who had held the position. And with all this happening in Benue State, a lot of fingers were pointing towards the governor, Hyacinth, the governor of Benue State. But however, the Benue State governor said he had no hand in any alleged move to impeach the former speaker, Dajoh. In a statement by the chief press secretary to the governor, Mr. Kula, he noted that he wasn't aware, he wasn't even involved in whatever purported attempts to remove the speaker or in any activities currently taking place in the Benue State House of Assembly. That the governor continues to enjoy a cordial and productive working relationship with Dajoh-led Assembly and remains committed to supporting it to discharge of its legislative duties for the overall development of Benue State. But I find it really hard to believe that the governor wasn't aware, neither was the governor involved in whatever was happening in the Benue State House of Assembly. Because the governor is always aware of whatever is going on in the state. Not to talk of the Benue State House of Assembly, the governor was definitely aware. Probably the governor may not have hand in it, but I don't even know if it is true or not. So these guys now are back, and immediately after this, Dajoh was, after he tendered his resignation, another person took over, and he was previously suspended. Now he's the Speaker of the Benue State House of Assembly. So my country people, what are your thoughts on this? You see, politics is a game. And I really hope with whatever is happening in the Benue State House of Assembly, I hope the governor remains focused on prioritizing governance rather than playing politics, playing House of Assembly politics with those that were suspended or not. So let's just see, because the suspension of other lawmakers, of those lawmakers, those four that were suspended, we don't know if something happened between them and the governor, because for them to be suspended, it means something huge must have happened. Something huge must have happened. And the people of Benue State are actually, in favor of this particular speaker that resigned. Many people called him a good man, someone that has the interest of the people at heart, and all of that. So let's just see what will happen in the coming days. I really hope this does not bring any problems, any political crisis in Benue State, because the insecurity in Benue State is enough to, occupy the governor's table. We don't want any other political tension to come and start occupying everyone's mind in Benue State. We have a lot of issues. Benue people are facing so many issues: insecurity, Fulani headers here and there coming to attack people, and the governor should focus on that. So his resignation, I feel, may be political undertones. It may be political, yes. Someone cannot just, come out and say he wants to resign. Something must have happened for him to want to tender his resignation. So what is really going on in Benue State House of Assembly? I really hope this does not spark further, with what's going on in Benue State, I hope this does not spark further political crisis. So guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section. Thank you.
Interesting times at the Benue State House of Assembly following the resignation of the former Speaker under Dajoh. Subsequently, this emergency sitting takes off presided over by the Deputy Speaker Lami Danladi, who acts as the Speaker of the House.
With being a letter of resignation from the Honorable Speaker, former Honorable Speaker, Benue State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Hyacinth under Dajoh. Mr. Speaker, the letter is addressed to the clerk. With your permission, I will tender.
Go ahead.
Clerk, Benue State House of Assembly, Makudi. Resignation as the Speaker, Benue State House of Assembly. I write to resign my position as the Speaker, Benue State House of Assembly, effective today, 24th August 2025. This is done in good faith and in the best interest of the state. I want to appreciate my dear colleagues for the opportunity they gave me to be the first among equals. I pledge to remain committed to my duties as the legislator and representative of Boko West State Constituency. This letter is signed by Right Honorable Hyacinth Dajoh, Speaker.
The House reconvened, then lifts the suspension of 4 members earlier suspended Friday.
That the House suspend orders 8 Rule 50 to enable it conduct business. 2. That the House lift the suspension of the following members to readmit them for legislative duties. They are Honorable Alfred Berger Mbega, Makudi North State Constituency, Honorable Tena Shimawa Emmanuel, Vandika 2 State Constituency, Honorable Siri Ejebe Ekong, Oju 2 State Constituency, and Right Honorable Abu Mori James, Apa State Constituency. I beg to move, Mr. Speaker.
Berger Alfred emerges as the new Speaker and is immediately sworn into office.
We hereby declare you as the Speaker of the 10th Assembly. Congratulations to you.
I